Good morning. It's Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. I'm Rock Daniels, and welcome to a new edition of Lexington Water Cooler News. In the weather today, highs are going to be at 59 degrees and lows at 42, with sunrise happening at 7:36 this morning and sunset at 6:07 p.m. Yesterday, the Dow Jones dropped 35 points and the nasdaq fell 119. A person died in a shooting in the 500 block of Toner Street in Lexington, which is one block from the corner of 6th and Broadway in downtown. Police responded to the scene and found a man with a gunshot wound who was pronounced dead. There was also a collision between two cars at the scene. Lexington city officials are setting up a framework for spending their opioid settlement dollars, which total almost $3 million from a class action settlement with the drug manufacturers. The focus is going to be on abatement and rectifying the effects of the opioid epidemic, such as homelessness and mental health issues. A commission is being formed to make recommendations, and a needs assessment will be conducted before any firm decisions are made. The Lexington City Council will approve the commission framework and consider the recommendations. So the 14th annual Shop and Share event, hosted by First Lady Brittany Brashear and the Kentucky Coalition Against Domestic Violence in partnership with Kroger, Food City, IGA, and SuperDollar, will take place on February the 11th. It's a statewide goods drive to benefit survivors of domestic violence and their children in Kentucky. The event has raised over $5 million worth of groceries and supplies and is searching for volunteers to help with the event. In-store shoppers can access the list of items needed by local charities and shelters by visiting the volunteer table at participating Kroger's or scanning the QR code at this store entrance. James Comer, the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, aims to hold the Biden administration accountable by investigating the Biden's family's corruption in his terms and Joe Biden's financial benefits. He says the committee is examining the activities of Joe Biden's brothers as well as following the money trail to connect it to Chinese communist parties. The committee will also begin investigating Twitter's censorship of the Post's laptop stories in 2020. 3 former Twitter employees will appear under oath to answer questions about their roles in censoring the story. Comer has met with Elon Musk and will film depositions to set the narrative for the public. In Kentucky, recent changes to unemployment benefits have cut the duration of benefits from 26 weeks to 12 weeks and requires job seekers to accept low-paying jobs within 30 miles of their home, even if it doesn't fit their work experience. Critics argue that this policy is cruel and short-sighted, only forcing people onto government roles and causing longer periods of joblessness. The lack of workers in Kentucky is also the result of the state's low population growth and poor quality of life, including poverty and low life expectancy rates. To address the workforce shortage, Kentucky would raise the minimum wage and allow urban areas to increase wages as a whole. Jamie Eads has been appointed the executive director of the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission, or KHRC. Eads previously served as interim executive director for 6 months and has a 15-year tenure at KHRC. She's responsible for several popular racing industry incentive programs and has overseen $16 million in breeders' incentives, $47 million in state purse development funds. Eads graduated from the University of Kentucky with a bachelor's degree in marketing and management. The Kentucky legislature will reconvene after a month-long break on Tuesday, which is today. Republicans hold a supermajority and several bills, including a proposal to cut state income tax, the abolition of the death penalty, full legalization of medical marijuana, restrictions for transgender students in schools, and gun rights are set to be voted on. Bills are still allowed to be filed as the session continues, which will conclude in March. Fayette County Public Schools in Kentucky have launched Classrooms on Wheels to take preschool learning on the go and tackle the issues of less than half of incoming kindergartners in the area having basic developmental skills. Certified early childhood instructors, materials, and activities are on board, contributing to a fundamental learning experience aimed at transitioning kids to kindergarten. The 1-hour program will meet with a small group 3 or 4 times a week. with parents invited and will be offered through partnerships with local libraries. The goal is for 100% of new students to be ready for kindergarten. The city of Versailles has installed 20 flock cameras throughout the city, joining Lexington and Nicholasville in the usage of these type of cameras. Mayor Brian Traugott notes the importance of these cameras not requiring manpower and the ability to communicate with neighboring counties, having a positive impact in solving car thefts, hit and runs, child endangerment, and missing person cases, and seizing over 40 guns and recovering nearly $2 million in stolen property so far. In just over a month, Lexington's first professional soccer team will play its first game. Coach Sam Stopley, originally from England, feels good about the squad's growth and is excited to bring a style of football that is a good fit for Lexington. He emphasizes the importance of success both on and off the field and that players and staff will be engaged with the local community. The team has players from all over the world, including Nigeria, Jamaica, Australia, Canada, Senegal, South Africa, England, and of course America. The first game will be played on March 18th in Knoxville, and home matches will be announced in the next few weeks. Well, that does it today for another edition of Lexington Water Cooler News. Join us again tomorrow for all your latest news, weather, and sports free of charge, sponsored by me, Rock Daniels, and Rock Daniels Construction Company. Smash that subscribe button so that you can get this every single day. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.